Good evening, sirs and ma'ams. Just want to recap on what I went through today. Firstly, in the morning, I came to realizations later on, actually, that the using of chocolate did not bring us to uh, it becoming a situation where we cleared out all of our regulars, right? Because what they have their data practically on every planet, and the idea that the planets come out for different situations. I'm sure it was quiet across the planet today, uh, but in my situation, I smoked ganja after going to the park and after the last video, and then they came out because of let's see, they, I heard, acquired monitoring capability again, meaning they were communicated out to and given atoms, and the information about that there are people that search for monitors of planets. They just go through their data, and I came across them after smoking, and I took the train to downtown, uh, looked at the buildings, uh, checking out what I saw. Aside from two buildings which were new, future modern architecture, very tall, sectoid. Looking at the other buildings, their window frames, which were mostly metallic and paint, were getting a tad old. You could tell. Of course, there's no walling anymore. Everything looks empty. But because they only keep on a few lights in every building and there's no use of electricity aside from the absence of people's and equipment's energy, will make those things get old faster. And then visitors, invaders, influxers who come here see that and may be thinking either that's the beginning of Outer Rim or this. The proprietors, the owners, do not want to conduct maintenance because they're saving on costs, or they're not keeping it up because they don't have the money and they need to sell it. That is all what I am seeing because the SMLs up until now have been keeping me here. And then it would be such situations for those in epicenter situations of the captains. And then realizing there were 18 planets, I heard, and then up to 2 million in my alignment, and then I didn't really bring them down with vaping and pushing them back. I mean, riding the train kind of less than medium capacity, uh, ignoring sideways verbal attacks, and realizing later that these people had normal cognition, aside from, what you go through when it comes to public attacks, very light. And feeling like it had been a while since having such interactions with invaders. The most normal situations I've had in a long time. Just, because earlier I was talking out loud, and then primarily the information on, aside from me being high, the fact that I am the now seventh of those in Lonely Planet situations. The sixth is Wednesday, right? And the residents of these planets collectively have an objective to use walling and keep the targets they're going to from seeing explosions and death over and over all day, which is what I had been going through as of recent. I heard for all of them, they are splits of the same dimension, created splits. They all ended up going to the same person for formalization leader, and realizing from them giving me information about her that she had gone through formalization for 8 years before offing, and then they are saying that they're seeing similar qualities in terms of being a leader, and I was like thinking of that, of course, saying that they see qualities and able to, let's see, their perspective is keen. They like that word, but they are also Reagan, I will assume, because they have this hierarchy which they hide. And then hearing the difference between the treatment of me and her by Miss Lagarde. Miss Lagarde was favorable of her and would kind of pester her positively, and then when it comes to me, very little positivity in terms of verbal interaction, and realizing how racist Miss Lagarde is. Mm, what else? The people who have been lingering after taking an Uber home, they have been keeping it quiet actually. It is not the same like drilling activities with we've been this company started in 1873 dot dot dot, right? They're not doing that. I mean, their lingerers are like trying to compromise me with like racist attacks, and then at the same time what? They wanted to like snitch on my dad and give me his liabilities like in description. I was like, please don't do that. Go away. I don't care. In order to do what? Of course, like who cares? Because obviously, gee, I guess that's it. Oh, this one is important. Walking through downtown, coming to realizations about. We had a round of deposits go to all of the FPs, right? These people came and did not do anything for us. 18 planets, 2 million people, and they all left. From the beginning of it, right? When they start to see it go sour for themselves, they save point and collect themselves. The rest continue downward, but how much did I see? Not much, actually. But I know their ideas. I mean, it's just the same. They're Reagan. Uh, and what else? We have to see the regular de- going ons of deposits to all of us before we can start to think they will go towards our PML objectives, right? But you think 2 million people, like in my alignment, and then how many in the back, and then do they have intentions of conducting positive activities for our formalization? Ultimately, I mean, they're all gone, but they could still be monitoring us. And then we could think of them as like one of those in the category of they save point and collect themselves, just like the people who did deposits the other day. They are still in existence, right? Whether or not they are going for their continuity, working, acquiring assets. These people are in what situation? These people have no money. As far as the people I've seen up, thinking since coming home, and then hearing that they didn't actually pay for the food or drinks they consumed while in downtown. Thinking around 200 people. They want to lay on this idea that just like shit, they used layered accounts using my identity. What do you think? What's the point of that? This shit is not from our planet. Did she do that? That's all they. I went into Panda Express and all these people in line, these dozen people in line, with this like smaller plate now, for the 2 item plate, are all eating on my name, and actually not moving accounts, of course. It's just, and then here you go. Looks like you're paying. Is this idea true? You came to farm your residents and then they ate for free and then I didn't get anything and neither did the FPs. And then coming down on me like, oh, you want me to mention that? I don't think there's no need to mention it. Conducting compromising activities at the end there. They wanted to have mention of their presence here, so here it is. They're gone now. And what is my situation now? Waiting for yesterday and today's deposit while you ate for free. And let's see. Uh, I don't want to game. And what? Of course, I'm thinking unless new planets come to me, I'm not going to be hearing game all night because maybe I don't know. Maybe they'll forget because they're pieces and ask me to game all night, and we'll get back to we started this company in 1973 or something. But all quiet here on the West Coast. No more rave over the ocean coming to me. Good evening.